All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Peter Renna back with another dollar bin digging for comicbookinvest.com. The article should be up tomorrow, as well as this video, which will probably be very short because I didn't get out to the shops this week, apart from going out to one LCS, but I didn't get the dollar bin dig because just work, real job has just kept me too busy this week. So I only got a small stack of books that I got from the flea market. But on top of that, before I can get into the books that I got at the flea market, I do have two books that I did want to cover this week that I picked up in previous digs that I might have put out on a video before, but I never covered them for the article. So I'm planning to cover at least one of these, or maybe the group of them for the article because of the time of the year. Halloween is upon us, so I felt like these new 52 Monsters of the Month covers were something that would be good to throw out there because I find these in dollar bins every now and again because they're not hard to find. They're not really that expensive. Some are a little more sought after than others. But this Neil Adams, Action Comics 35 is pretty cool. And the other one I just have on hand is this Justice League 35, which I think is a Raphael Albuquerque, if I'm not mistaken. But there's some other great covers in this run. And again, some are a little bit more sought after than others, but nothing is super expensive. So you just kind of keep your eyes out for a buck. These are pretty cool. I think these were the first run from 2014 that has this little orange logo for Monsters of the Month. I think the next year, I think it was a green logo. And they did it again. And I'm not sure if they followed up with in 2016 with another set. That's possible. But off the top of my head, I know they had those two runs of them. So those are things you just keep an eye out for, especially this time of year. I mean, it's just kind of fun. You get these monster covers where they just, convert your favorite DC heroes into zombies, vampires, werewolves, what have you. So again, I didn't find these two books this week, but they were in the stacks of recent find stuff. So I figured, you know what, just to pad this very, very light stack of books that I grabbed this week, I figured I'd throw them in. So this way I can cover at least, have one of my picks for the article. So what did I actually find? Now, this first one I think I covered back in the summertime. This is just a pretty cool Joe Mad cover. It's Ultimates 3 variant. It looks zombie-ish, but they're more Ultron, so I think these are more cyborg than zombie-ish. But this is Ultimates 3 number 5. And it's just got a pretty cool gatefold cover here, so you can see the whole thing, spread out. Again, it's just a cool cover. I don't think it's worth all that much, but just beautiful art, and I just dig that, that gatefold cover. So I just grab them every time I see them. Again, OCD, just like finding these, 52 books. How many 52 books you see out there? Occasionally, we're getting a few more that have a little bit of interest. So I grabbed issue 3. Again, so I can start packaging these 3s with, is it 12? Yeah, I think it's 12. ISIS. Yeah, because, coming to Black Adam. What do I have here? This is another book that, it's kind of come up. I've been looking for these milestone books just because I'm just interested. I'm kind of anticipating them coming back, to DC. So finding this Justice League of America 27, which is a newer connection to the DC universe, I think it also is pretty cool. So I grabbed it. Keep an eye out there for a buck. Again, not something that's super expensive, but it's something I like to have on hand. And hey, you never know. Maybe things will tie back one day. Next, I got a couple Wonder Woman books because I still like grabbing Wonder Woman books, especially for covers. And this Jenny Frison is pretty cool. This number 15 for Sensation Comics. It's just, it's a gorgeous cover. She had a great run on the B covers on the regular title, but, I like looking for oddball stuff like this that you can find occasionally. I think there's a Hughes in this run, too, for number 7, if I'm not mistaken. So I always seem to, look for those when I find that title. And, again, grabbed another 219. Hey, who knows? This is where Maxwell Lord bites it, so what are you going to do? Actually, I don't think he dies in this issue. I think this is more the fallout. Well, no, wait, there he is. So I think she does kill him in this one. But I'll throw up some images to just kind of fill this out. But there's something to keep an eye out for. This is the Wonder Woman, what is this, 219? 219. All right, let me see. What else do I got? Sorry, just kind of going off the cuff here. I didn't really plan this out too much because, again, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to film because I had been meaning to go to the shop the last couple of days to find something, go hunting again, see if I can find a few more things, but just haven't had the time. But, again, hopefully there's enough here to cover it. This next one, I remember this heated up a little while ago when there was this was supposed to be a show coming to Hulu or Freeform, one or the other. It was New Warriors. So this New Warriors one, which is not the original, it's more of a recent rendition of the team. Yeah, like I said, it got a little hot, a little harder to find than those overprinted 90s versions of New Warriors. So it's pretty cool, Skottie Young. I know a lot of people aren't Skottie Young fans, but I do enjoy his art a lot. Not all the time. Some of them are a little less desirable than others. Too many baby covers for my taste, but things like this. And he also does the interiors on this one as well. So this is a pretty cool, little book, little read. It's only 6-issue mini, so if you can find them all, I mean, that's great. I only found this at issue 1 last weekend, so I don't know. I might cover this. It's kind of fun. Put this over here. Again, I do love the 90s, so things that go back to that time, I have a special place in my heart for them. So Jim Lee's Wildcats is right in there, and this issue 2 is a newsstand version. And most of the ones you see are the holofoil, with all the shiny gloss and whatnot. But this one, it's a plain white background, so it doesn't have any of the extra flash and gimmick of the 90s. So it just kind of caught my eye. So, for $1, I figured I'd grab it. Newsstand. Again, this one doesn't do all that well, but I just thought it was a little interesting book, so I just grabbed it, stick it in the box with the rest. And, it's kind of a fun thing to have. Again, I'm a fan of Jim Lee, so I grab his stuff. So to that end, and I think I'm probably going to cover this one because this I thought was a pretty fun little find. And here's a Jim Lee cover for World of Warcraft, #1, because I did the cover for it. But this is the second print, which is a little hard to find. So yeah, it's a black and white version of it. I'm usually not a fan of like these black and white versions of regular covers, but Jim Lee's art is one of the few that I do like in this sketch or black and white form. I'm a big fan, so I do like seeing his uncolored art when I can. So this is a pretty cool one for me, so I might cover that. And here, as you can see, is an example of what you might see. This is issue 2, which he also did, and I also grabbed, but this is the full color regular version. So again, Jim Lee art, I like it. I grab it. And I know I found this this cover out there before too, but again, grab it again. This Fatale #1. This is the monster cover, so it's a variant on the first issue. I'm a big fan of Brubaker and Phillips. I dig everything that they do, so I keep an eye out for stuff like this. And I don't know if this is a ratio of just the B cover, but I don't see this one as often as I see the other cover. So when I do see this out in the bins, I usually grab this monster cover for that series. Another personal favorite of mine, Hughes. I grabbed this Catwoman. Yeah, this I think was the start of his Catwoman cover run, 44. So I know there's a few biggies in that run, and not all of them are sought after, but I grab any of them if I find them for $1, just because I figure at worst I can put them together in a lot and move them if I need to and get a few bucks more than I pay, or I just keep stashing them, and some copies might be better than the ones I already have, so I'll keep the better copy in my collection and eventually get rid of the rest. So found this 44. There is a sticker that's fading. I always like looking at the stickers to see where the books might have come from, because sometimes you might recognize a store or some shop that's like across the country, and it makes you wonder, like, how did this book from El Paso get here to me in New Jersey, where I'm at? So I always try to figure it out, but it doesn't look like there's much detail on this apart from this was $2.75 at one point. So whoever bought this book bought this for $2.75 and eventually ended up in my hands for $1. But I don't know. That's just a fun little thing I like to do. I mean, sometimes you'll see the stamp on the back, the backing board, or there might be a card inserted or something like that. Again, I'm always interested in that kind of weird little stuff. I know I've mentioned it, and this kind of ties into last week with the reader aspects of things. As I said, I just grab issues of Swamp Thing, like Alan Moore, Swamp Thing, Sandman's, anything like that. I'll just grab them as long as I'm pretty sure I don't have it, and put it in the run. Again, you can see this copy. It's not in the best shape. It's got some little bit of bends. I could probably press something like this, but this is a reader, so I'm not too concerned with a little bit of spine roll or anything like that. I'm just going to want to read this thing once I get a little bit of more of the runs. I can kind of stack them together and have a nice little session. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. Cover. You can see all the little mouths for the eyes and the Green Lantern ring. Issue 61. It's kind of cool. So again, reader books, still another reason to go out hunting. Or you can just go hunting for like weird villain appearances, things like Polka Dot Man or The Spot. So for a dollar, I just grabbed this cover just because it's, the spot. It's a little beat up, this copy too, but yeah, I don't care. I just kind of want to flip through it and see it. I don't have a lot of the Peter Parker Spectacular runs, so not sure if I have this or not, but again, a dollar's not a huge investment for me, so I'll take a shot on weird little things like this, just kind of catch my eye, because I do remember this weird villain, and I thought it was just kind of a fun cover, so I grabbed it. And I think I'm almost done here. As I said, this is going to be a little short. And I might actually do this one. This is like a preview book. It's got a not for resale on it. This is I don't know how to pronounce it. It's French. You can read it. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I'm going to sound ridiculous if I try. Soliel? I don't know. It's a Sky Doll. Like, I remember this Sky Doll series when it came out with this I don't want to say imprint. I don't know whatever it was for Marvel. They had these other books that they were doing like outside of the superhero universe. You see like Samurai and like I said, Sky Doll there. Just gorgeous artwork. So this little preview book, I figured I'd grab because you don't see things like that all that often. So I grabbed it. Plus, not for resale. Always catches my eye because usually that's something that's not that easy to track down. Some form of giveaway that most people throw away or forget about. And the last thing I just grabbed here was just another Wizard. I'm not sure if I have it for my run because this isn't a regular numbered issue. This is a mega movie issue from, what is this, 2006? Yeah, summer 2006. So you can see there, Spider-Man 3 was ready to release. And everyone was getting excited so we can see Venom finally in a live-action movie. And we got what we got. What are we going to do? I remember... I was starting to dating my wife at that time, and I convinced her to take the day off for the first time to go see a movie. I take days off to go to the movies all the time, or at least I used to back before the pandemic, and we're all kind of stuck in our houses. But I would take days off just to go see movies on opening day. And when Spider-Man 3 was coming out, I remember I convinced her when we were dating to take off. Hey, let's go see Spider-Man 3. And man, I still never hear the end of that one that I convinced her to take off for that nonsense. I shouldn't say nonsense. Some of it was good. The Sandman stuff wasn't bad, apart from the... Anyway, this isn't a movie review thing. This was Dollar Bin Digging. I'm all done. Sorry to get a little sidetracked with that story. Hopefully next week I got a few more books to show and a few more to pick from of more fun stuff. But I think I got enough here to cover for this week. So, thanks for checking in. And I'll have more stuff, coming out every week, basically just keep things rolling. So hope you guys are enjoying it. Give me feedback, whatever suggestions you might have. As you might notice, I'll take any feedback you got. You got suggestions? If it sounds good to me, I'll do it. And maybe I'll send you some free stuff because I've been sending out stuff recently. So anyway, thanks for checking in. Thanks for stopping by. Be safe out there. Give yourself some space when you're out there digging through those boxes. And let's just have fun. Comics should be fun, man. So I'll see you guys all later.